What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back with a very unpleasant post-game recap, man. This was doomsday scenario as far as game goes, as far as a fan watching a game goes. And I'm gonna tell you guys why I'm so upset. All right, I'm not upset we lost. I'm upset at how we lost, and I'm gonna break it all down for you. Obviously, we're still gonna win the series. We're clearly the more talented team. We play really stupid sometimes. And what I mean by that, let me just let the chat room get a little more full. But I am really pissed off because we are capable of so much better. It's ridiculous. And we did the exact same thing that we did in game one versus Portland Trailblazers. We self-destructed. We played like female dogs, if you know what I'm saying. We played like straight up female dogs. Like itches, like straight up. I don't want to say it on here, but you know how we play. We came out here looking softer than a freaking burrito, man. And let me tell you something. Frank Vogel, I normally don't critique him, but this is the second game in the playoffs where he got out-coached by Mike Dumb Tony. Like, that's so stupid. How do you get out-coached when you have size advantage and superstar advantage? I don't understand. Some of these coaches need to get, like, tranquilized or something. I'm fed up with the lack of IQ, the basketball IQ. Have these guys ever heard of a post-up? Have they ever heard of a post-up? Because literally we have a midget on the backside, and you're not posting people up and using your strength. LeBron did it a couple of times, but I'm talking about AD, JaVale, Dwight Howard. What are these guys doing? What are these guys all doing? But the main culprit here was the coach, man. I don't know what the game plan was. Somebody needs to explain it to me. Not only did we match up with them and try to push the pace and turn the ball over and give them easy buckets in transition, not only did we shoot up stupid three-point shots, giving them more possessions, aka more shots to get hot. Not only were the referees disgusting and ridiculous, and it was like watching barf for 48 minutes. Like, it was a perfect combination of stupidity, all wrapped up in one game. And this is exactly why I didn't want to face Houston. I told you guys, it's like watching nails on a chalkboard. It's cringe. James Harden plays like a female, man. Worse. Females plays tougher than this guy, man. This guy literally drives down the lane, flops his hands, foul every single time. And they do that till he catches a rhythm and starts making shots. So shout out to the NBA for assisting James Harden. But that's not the reason we lost or the reason why I'm mad. While, like I said, facing the Houston Rockets is like watching barf for 48 minutes, like watching throw up, like literally, like watching it. It makes me sick to my stomach because all they do is drive and flop, and they get the calls. But the reason why we lost is because Coach, again, he matched up to them instead of making them match up to us. He didn't coach the Lakers to post up. He allowed them to shoot way too many threes. Let me tell you how many stupid threes we shot having a size advantage in the paint. Let me just show you. Plus, the rebounds, we showed no effort. We didn't crash the boards. We didn't play hard. It's like we mailed it in, guys. It's like the 6 days weren't enough. We needed an extra day. And to me, there's no excuse for that, man. You're embarrassing the fan base right now. Like, literally, I got to put up with so many troll Houston Rockets stupid fans that actually believe they're going to win. Like, you know, that in itself is a nuisance. Like, you shouldn't put Laker fans to that. But let me see. I think we jacked up like 30-something threes. Hold up. If we jacked up over 30, I'm going nuts, man. Seriously. I don't find the number, but I'm dead serious. Like, if we jacked up over 30, that drives me crazy. We should not jack up over 23-point shots a freaking game. We can't. And I will say this. LeBron James and Anthony Davis disappearing in the fourth quarter, they deserve all the slander that's coming their way over the next couple of days. Matter of fact, they're lucky because it's the weekend. And so there's no ESPN. There's no First Take, I don't believe, in the weekend. So they're lucky. They really should be slandered for the way they came out, softer than pudding, man. I'm telling you right now, I'm pissed off at the effort. We let Russell Westbrook, steroids Westbrook, just yell across his lungs like he accomplished something, and then we put our head down. We didn't even address him. Like, seriously, guys. We got beat by P.J. Tucker, the midget, straight off of Lord of the Rings. We got out-rebounded by that idiot. Dwight Howard wasn't even boxing out. JaVale McGee was a non-factor, and the coaching was atrocious. Again, we should have been posting up at least 100 possessions this game. Seriously. And it gets to the point where, yes, it was just one game. I'm not mad we lost. I know we're going to win the series. I'm mad at the way we lost. We mailed the crap in, man. We mailed it in tonight. You could tell. These guys were jacking up shots in the fourth quarter. Like, you're down 14 with 6 minutes. You still have a shot, guys. But no sense of urgency. We didn't show the championship spirit tonight. We didn't show anything. And so this was an embarrassing, weak defeat. And all we're left with is Laker fans having to deal with slandering low basketball IQ Rocket fans. That should be in my comment section in 3, 2, 1. Let's see how many idiots show up and pop up today. But again, the smart Rocket fans will stay quiet because they know the storm is yet to come. However, idiots will be in my comment section. You're welcome. Join the conversation. I don't care anymore. Look, bottom line is Lakers have to show a lot more effort, heart. They got to play smart basketball. We played stupid, pathetic, ridiculous basketball. By the way, Frank, what are you doing having all three out at the same time? LeBron James, Rajon Rondo, and Dwight. Do you know what kind of atrocious floor spacing that creates? I like Rondo back. I like the effort. He was rusty. He had some trash turnovers, but that's expected. He was rusty. However, I don't like LeBron and Rondo on the court at the same time. We only need one floor general at a time. And that was, again, pee-wee coaching by Frank Vogel. It was stupid. And he didn't play a bucket getter and Dion Waiters when we're struggling. We needed offense. Our defense was okay till like midway through the third quarter. We were in this game, even with all the self-destructing. Again, this was a replay of what happened with Portland, except worse. We shot ourselves in the foot and in the private area. Like, we shot ourselves twice today. So, I'm really pissed off. And, he said Dan chill with the salt. Like I said, it ain't salty. I'm just telling you like it is. Smart Rocket fans, and there is some out there, will stay quiet and humble and allow this series to play out. Dumb Rocket fans will come on here and start talking smack. Why? Because they don't know any better. They're living in the moment. But I'm cool with that. Let them talk their smack today. Just like Portland fans, man. They showed up when they won game 1 and they magically disappeared, man. I was like, what happened? But at the end of the day, I will say this. As atrocious as it was watching the Houston Rockets play, I think today was even more atrocious to watch the Lakers. They made every single mistake in the book. We pushed the pace. We should be slowing it down and making them work on defense so they don't have their legs on offense. Clearly, we should be getting high efficiency, high percentage buckets. AD should have had 40 plus. LeBron James should have had 30 plus. And we needed a third person. Another thing, I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm going to tell you this right now and straight up. If we allow a third player to drop 20 points on top of James Harden and Russell Westbrook, we're going to lose that night. And tonight we let Dopey, we let Eric Gordon drop 24 like he's in his glory days or something. Like, seriously? This guy, he's a nobody. We can't let these role players play like this. We can't let them come in. Our defense gradually got worse. We started off really well in the first quarter. Second quarter got worse. Third quarter got worse. Fourth quarter was atrocious. So I'm really fed up, man, with the way that we're coming out here with no sense of urgency. Again, we're going to win the series. I'm not panicking. I'm ranting because Laker fans don't deserve this brand of basketball. We came out here, just played like a doo-doo brand game. Straight up. We came out here like crap, guys, and nobody can say otherwise. Like, you could blame it on the refs all you want. Yes, they were atrocious, but this was on us. Self-destruction at its finest. How do you jack up 37 plus 3-pointers when you have such a size advantage in the paint and you only made like what? I don't even know. It was in the single digits. 38 threes? Come on, man. Come on, somebody. Clement said Rondo played 6 most minutes, 26 minutes to 16 to Caruso. Spacing nightmare. Rondo lineup haven't played since March. No offense, ball hogs too. Well, again, I knew this game was going to be ugly for Rondo, and it was. He had, 3-4 turnovers? Can't have that from a floor general, straight up. However, he needs to knock the rust off, and he had some crucial plays where he actually helped us get some momentum, so it wasn't all bad from Rondo. It wasn't all discouraging. The discouraging part is the way coaching staff utilized them. They allowed him to be on there, like you said, way too many minutes, and they allowed him to be on there with LeBron and with was it JaVale or was it Dwight? I don't know. One of the big guys clogging up the lane. And at some point, I read somebody tweet it out. I didn't see it personally myself, so I don't know how true this was. But somebody said LeBron turned to coach and said there's no spacing. When a player has to tell you, the coach, who's supposed to be seeing everything on the floor, that is a problem, man. You need to get your IQ up, Frank Vogel. Like, seriously, I don't know if you need a conjugal visit or what, but you got to get your IQ up, man. We can't have pee-wee type coaching. We can't have Luke Walton style brand of play out here. Seriously. And so we're going to have to improve on every department. The good news is this. We got the ugliest game of the series out of the way. There should not be another one, or else there's going to be firings. Heads are going to roll if there's another ugly game like this from the Lakers. Straight up. You saw the body language from AD and LeBron. They was not happy. And they was mad at I don't know who, but they was not happy. So I'm going to tell you, heads are going to roll unless we make the proper adjustments. And we should. We did it, man. We did it before, and we'll do it again. James Harden shouldn't get 100 free throws per game. We did a good job in the second half getting the ball out of his hands. That's what we had to do in the first half. We let him get too comfortable, and we let him flip-flop all over the place. Bottom line, Frank Vogel needs to adjust his rotations. I think the starting lineup, now's the time to change it. JaVale McGee was a non-factor. You need to take him out of the lineup. Actually, I was surprised. Danny Green shot a little bit better. KCP, for some reason, is still being very, very streaky. It makes me upset. But we can't settle for threes. If I'm coach, I say no more than 23s next game, or else everybody's doing laps and shooting 1,000 free throws. I'm serious. Like, no more than 23s. 20s, more than enough. They should have a limit. And after that, it should be all inside the paint. We need to abuse them in the paint, man. What did I say pregame was the key to the game? I said I need to see skid marks on these defenders' foreheads from, the Lakers just sitting on their head. Did we even post up tonight other than LeBron a couple of plays? Like, oh, my goodness, guys. That was very stressful to watch. And I knew this was going to be an ugly series. Houston always plays just an ugly brand of basketball. Obviously, if I was a Houston Rocket fan, I'd rather watch, nails to the chalkboard than to watch James Harden and Russell Westbrook flop all over the place for 48 minutes. But they got the win, and that's all that matters. So you got to give them credit. We did it. We didn't get the win. So, boo-hoo. But you know what? There's still plenty of time left. Like I said, Lakers in 5 or 6. Starting to look like 6 if we play like this. But I still believe Lakers in 5 or 6. We're the better team. We need to make the adjustments, and we need to come out here better, smarter. We can't come out here with this stupidity, because tonight was truly stupid on every part. We self-destructed in every category. We didn't box out. We didn't play with energy. We turned the ball over. We shot too many threes. We didn't take size advantage in the paint. And, again, credit to the Rockets. They actually played good defense. They actually did. And they're not known for defense, but guess what? PJ Tucker made his presence known. Just like PJ Tucker made his presence known, I need both AD, LeBron, and any other defensive-minded player to make his presence known. Game 2, Game 3, Game 4, Game 5, how many ever it takes till we get this victory, man. Because I'm sick. I'm sick of this brand of basketball. It's like throughout the season, I will say one thing. My biggest criticism for the Lakers is we show championship style of play one game, and then we disappear in another. We can't have that, man. It's the playoffs. Every game counts. Every game matters. You never know. Even, the sooner you can close out a series, the better. You avoid injuries. You avoid fatigue. You everything. So we got to make sure that we go ahead and we execute. If not, it's going to be plenty of more rants from me. Trust me, I got plenty in the tank. So get used to it, Laker Nation, because if the Lakers ain't coming out and doing what they're supposed to do, if the coach ain't coming out and doing what he's supposed to do, heads are going to roll. Straight up. The Lakers are too good to be coming out like this, man. We came out here looking like, I don't even want to say it, man. I don't want to sound mean. I'm gonna keep that thought to myself. But all right, I'm gonna head over to the comment section. I know we got a couple of haters in here tonight. It's all gravy. He said, DTLF, why are we playing with our food? My question exactly. We're too good of a team to be out here acting stupid, acting a fool, man. He said, Laker fans are nervous now. We're not nervous. We're upset at our own team. That's nothing to do with your whack-ass team at all. Like, seriously. At all. He said, William Jacobs said, hi, Dan. Embarrassing loss, but still staying optimistic. Thank you for the donation, bro. He said, how you go have 2 bigs and Rondo on the floor? Exactly. Like, sometimes I wonder if Frank Vogel is still experimenting. You shouldn't be experimenting in the playoffs, Frank Vogel. You should have a set game plan, and you have to be ready to go. You showing up here looking like Luke Walton? Nah, man. That ain't Halloween yet. We don't need that kind of horror movie. He said zone defense. He said it wasn't even the officials' fault tonight. That's what I'm saying. That's what I say. That's what I'm saying, Delton. Like, we can't even be mad. As horrible as the officials were, they didn't decide the game. We were still in it halfway through the third quarter. We just decided to mail it in for some reason and show no passion, no heart. And like I said, PJ Tucker, ridiculous looking ass, he came out here and just destroyed us on the boards. He out hustled us. He was out rebounding us. And then, Russell Westbrook turned up the steroids level at the end and, decided to pound his chest and act like he did something special. But at the end of the day, we're the better team. We have to come out here and execute. Not going to be worried, just frustrated to watch. Honestly, I wish that I wouldn't have watched tonight's game. As a diehard Laker fan, like, I just wish I could take tonight back. And if I knew they were going to come out with this effort, they don't deserve to have our eyeballs on the screen. Straight up. They got to come out with championship effort every night, whether we win or lose. It's not about losing. It's about how we lose. right? If there's no effort, come on, man. That's very embarrassing. He said, Danny Green was on fire. Simply marvelous. My guy, appreciate you. He said, my worst nightmare possible, Clippers versus Celtics. Oh, man, that's not going to happen. That's a pipe dream right there. But I appreciate the donation. He said, I bet 500 on the Lakers to win by 8. That was not smart. Dang, he bet 500. This is a 7-game series. Now, I don't think it's a 7-game series, man. I think at worst it's a 6. I still believe in my team. We're not taking advantage of what we got to do, man. Straight up. When the Lakers realize this, we're going to turn things around. I promise you. We made the proper adjustments after game 1 with Portland. People were panicking too. But we're going to make the adjustments. I truly believe in this team. I just thought tonight was just atrocious, man. And again, credit to the Rockets. They made it an ugly game. That's how they like to play. We got to play through the whistles. We can't be complaining about the calls. Get your ass up, go the other way, get yourself a bucket. Turnovers, we got to slow down the tempo, man. We're not the Houston Rockets. Like I said, they want to shoot 1,000 threes a game, and eventually they're going to make some, right? So the more shots they have, the higher chance that they have of hitting those threes. But just like they live by the 3, they're going to die by the 3. So all we have to do is limit their possessions, slow the game down, take them out of rhythm, play some defense, get the ball out of James Harden's hand. It's not hard. Make somebody else beat you other than PJ Tucker from the corners, and get back in transition and take care of the ball. It's simple, man. He said, Dan, you are fooling yourself if you think the Lakers are winning the series. Didn't you say the same thing about Portland? Because that's a pretty suspect comment. And by the way, are you a Laker fan? Because if you don't believe in your team, I feel sorry for you, man. We're going to win a championship, and you're not invited to the parade just based off of that comment. Straight up. You lost belief after one game, and we don't want you as a fan. Like, that's all I got to say about these fair weather fans, man. He said, I'm fooling myself if I think the Lakers are going to win. There goes that ignorant, undercover Houston Rocket fan comment that I was telling you guys about. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. We've seen it happen after game 1 with Portland, man. I don't have time to entertain stupidity. Straight up. He said, damn, bro, I need to blow some steam. Go for it, man. I'm pissed off, and I'm glad that these punching bags are showing up in my channel because I feel a lot better after I tell them off. That negative IQ fan that comes in here and says, I'm fooling myself that I think the Lakers are going to win. Like, really? Really? Oh, my God. I wish I could just slap him. Like, I wish he could just come up across my screen so I could just shut up. He said, Dan, LeBron needs to step up and be the leader. He said, Kobe wouldn't have allowed this. Look, man, rest in peace to Kobe. We got to let him go. LeBron is the leader. He had a bad game. Pass. Coach can't have a bad game. We can't have a coach that's going to get in the way of us winning instead of, helping us win. We need a coach that's going to make the right decisions and put us in position. Straight up. Straight up. Now, I don't put the whole loss on coach because players played their part. They were atrocious as well. Like I said, we self-destructed, and it was a perfect storm in order for the Houston Rockets to start feeling themselves. I mean, they was rubbing their nipples out there on the court. Like, they was acting mad suspect. Like, seriously, ridiculous, man. Lakers in 6. Lakers in 5 or 6. We're good. He said, what up with Dion? Now, again, if we need a bucket getter, you need to play either JR or Dion. I know a lot of people don't like JR, but I still believe in him. In clutch situations, I think he can make some buckets. So, very disappointing. He's like, Dan, AD need to man up and take it inside. Absolutely. I agree with that. He made the adjustment after game 1. So, of the Portland series. So I expect the same thing. So you showed it to me once, show it to me again. I'm not tripping on that. He said, at this point, I'm down to have J.R. Smith out there over Rondo, bro. Rondo wasn't the problem. He had a couple of turnovers, some stupid ones, honestly. But he's knocking off the rust. He had also some momentum-changing plays where, he had a steal. He'll have a nice pass. He had that little lob to AD to get him, to the free throw line. He had a couple nice plays. So, again, this is not on any particular player. It's on the coach, man. The coach needs to make the right rotations. We can't have Dwight Howard and Rondo at the same time with LeBron James. No, that can't happen. That's too much liability, not enough. That's a lack of shooting. We need shooters on the floor at all times to help us space the floor. And shooters need to knock down shots so that it opens up things for AD and LeBron. Now, I am disappointed in AD and LeBron because a lot of times they had PJ Tucker on them. They would do a jet fake and settle for a jumper. Don't settle, man. You let them off the hook every time you settle. You know what I'm saying? Every time you settle, you leave these players off the hook. And that really pisses me off because, we come from a gritty, grimy style of playoff basketball from watching Kobe and all these guys. These guys really took it to the hall and made, made players pay. Now we're in an era where players just, I don't know if they're taking a breather or they got to work on their cardio or whatnot, but they cannot be settling for freaking jump shots when you have a midget like PJ Tucker on you, man. I want you to elbow his ass if you need to. I don't care if you get a flagrant. Just make him pay for squaring up on you like that. That's an insult. That's an insult to have PJ Tucker on Anthony Davis. I would feel insulted if I was Anthony Davis, and I would put him in a cyclone, man. You don't understand. I would Meta World piece the crap out of him. Like if he wants to get rough, like did you see when LeBron dove on him and he started kicking his leg up and flailing like a freaking idiot? Like if they want to get rough like that, you might need an enforcer to come in here and just Meta World piece him. That's all it takes, and then he'll calm the heck down. But straight up, guys, we need a lot more production from our shooters. We're going to need consistency from the rotations, man. We're getting inconsistent rotations till today, from preseason till today. So Frank Vogel needs to make sure he finds his own identity, because he's having an identity crisis figuring out what the coaching rotation is. So on that note, yeah, I'm not happy with Frank tonight at all. This is the second game of the playoffs that I'm mad at him. He still has my trust. I still think he could turn up. I still think he can make the proper adjustments. But as of right now, what Frank Vogel did today, he got out coached by the Pringles guy. Like you can't get out coached by Mike, No, D, and Tony. Like seriously, how do you get out coached by that man? All he tells his players to do is get the ball to Harden and get the heck out of his way. Seriously, like what kind of coaching is that? Like that's all they do. Simply marvelous. Appreciate you, bro. He said Harden gets all the calls, and when Westbrook gets hot, I just see this as a rough series. Not to be honest, our offense looks horrible. Yeah, but you know what? It's gonna be an ugly series because, like you said, Harden gets all the calls. It still shouldn't go to 7. Like I'd be disappointed if the Lakers lose 3 games to this chump ass team. I'm dead serious. Like they don't have enough firepower. We shouldn't let Eric Gordon, Humpty Dumpty come out here and just steamrollers. Like seriously, we gave him lanes to the bucket. I could have went out there and blocked the shot with my overweight ass, like with my coronavirus, weight gain. I could have went out there and blocked the shot and showed more effort than what JaVale did tonight. He looks anemic, man. Sometimes I feel like he's one of those. You guys ever seen those bugs that are like stick figures? He just stands there and allows people to go around him. It's like, bro, you 7 feet for no reason. Use it. We love you, JaVale. We love Danny Green, but these guys have to show up. I'm not trying to slander these guys. I love them to death. They're Lakers. I respect them. But, man, like, use that 7 feet, man. Use it. You're there to cover, your ground. I hate it when he stumbles all over the place. He be looking like a tornado. Like, stop stumbling. Stay on your feet, block shots, rebound, easy job. Dunk the ball whenever they lob it to you. That's all you got to do. If I'm JaVale McGee, come on, man. I want these little fish on me. I'm having a field day. You know what I'm saying? So, this is a lack of concentration or I don't know what, but we played right into their hands. They sped us up. We turned the ball over. They got easy buckets. They got more 3-pointers than they should have gotten. We settled for stupid 3-pointers. We shouldn't have done that. It gets out of hand, man. It got out of hand, and it's infectious. One Laker player starts playing stupid, here come all 10 of them. Like, we got to get smart, and we got to be better. Whew. Now, I feel better after this rant, man. I needed to get it off my chest. I apologize if I offended you, but at the same time, man, a lot of people just come on here when we lose and they give up on the Lakers too fast. And that really pisses me off because we're just too much of a talented team, and we've seen this before in the previous series, you know what I'm saying? I just seen some Laker fans say it's over for us. Like, come on, man. We just went through this in the Portland Trailblazers series. Like, relax. It's a 7-game series at worst. 6-game series at worst, 5-game series at best. I'm telling you guys right now, like this series shouldn't get to 7. I consider firing Frank Vogel if it gets to 7. I'm serious. That's how low I think of the Rockets and how high I think of the Lakers as far as talent goes. Straight up. He said the Rockets get away with a lot of fouls. They're always reaching. I'm telling you. And here's the thing. For some reason, it's worse against us. Did you guys see when KCP drove the ball and got basically tossed? And he didn't get the foul call yet. Like I said, James Harden or Eric Gordon or one of the freaking floppers just gets to the rim. No matter what he does, even if we just stand like this, is a foul. So we have to play through it, guys. That's going to happen throughout the series. It's an ugly, disgusting series. But guess what? We're the better, more talented team. We just got to get tough. We got to get big. Tonight, we look like female dogs, man. We was out here playing like, you know what the word is. We were out here playing like it. So we got to turn around and kick some butt. That's all. And no excuses, man. It was all about us. There you go, Laker fan. I'm 0% worried. Me neither. I'm disturbed. I'm disturbed that we had to get put through this horror movie, for 48 minutes. Like, that's what disturbs me. And that's why I had to get it off my chest, because I don't appreciate having my eyes tortured by stupidity. And that brand of basketball was really, really stupid. I think even LeBron and AD can admit they settled tonight. Appreciate you, Blunt. Absolutely. She said, Lakers in 5, hate the loss, but let's get this dub. Absolutely. That's what we need, man. Positive, real Laker fans that show up through thick and thin. Through thick and thin. We're going to ride and we're going to die with our squad. But hopefully it's all right and no die this season. So, Dan, have you noticed LeBron always plays bad in game ones? It's the age factor, man. I think he picks and chooses. I think I told you guys in pregame, game one to me was the most dangerous one because we don't know what to expect. Now we know what to expect. We have smart players that'll make the adjustments. We'll come back out here and kill it in game two. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 20-point win in our direction in game two. But, at the end of the day, like I said, there's dumb Rocket fans that think the Rockets actually have a chance. I feel sorry for them. But I hope you show up after you lose. I know you're not going to have you're not going to have the guts to show up after you lose. He said, I'm a little worried, Dan. It's all right. It's all right. But let me tell you something, man. The Rockets, outside of James Harden and Russell Westbrook, don't have anything. They don't. We have LeBron James. We have Anthony Davis. We have size advantage. And we have veterans that should step up in this series. They should. They definitely should. So I'm not concerned at all. I'm just disturbed that we're going to have to be put through a couple of games where we got to see, basically the exorcism of James Harden out here, man. That's what he looked like. He looked like he got possessed or something, the way his limbs just flail. Like, seriously, bro. Like, I remember there was a time we had to play this man with our hands behind our back. Oh, my God. Somebody bring the scissors. They need to chop his beard. That's a superpower. I think the beard makes the flopping lick more dramatic. You know what I'm saying? Like, the officials probably feel some sort of, compromise to call a foul if his beard is on his forehead. Like, if his beard ends up here, it's a foul. That's probably what the rule is, because I swear to God, man, these guys, every time he flails that beard around like a kite, that he gets a foul. He said LeBron flops too. LeBron's flops ain't nothing compared to Harden's, man. Harden should have won an Emmy after what he did tonight. His flopping is legendary. If he was a Pokemon, he'd be a Gyarados, because that mother, he be flopping like a mother, man. I'm telling you straight up. He said, I don't mind losing as long as there's effort. Exactly, Keith. That's the reason for me being upset tonight. And I apologize if I upset you guys. Normally I'm here. I'm the cool, calm factor. But tonight, had to blow off some steam, man. That's just... He said, if they had a chance to win every time... I didn't get to read that one. He said, Harden was looking down at AD, and that was dirty. He needs to be taught a lesson. I'm saying. All these guys, man. All these guys need to come out here and just, make sure that we send a message the next game. Especially to Russell Westbrook, who's pounding his chest out here. I'm dead serious. We need to come out here and put him on his backside. Like, I'm sick of this softness. Simply Marvelous said, be honest, who was more pathetic, us or Giannis and the Bucks? Just give LeBron the ball and move out of the way, and AD needs to play with urgency. Well, Giannis and the Bucks, man, to be honest, I'm going to be fair to Giannis. He doesn't have the right team around him, or is he ready to win a championship? He's too underdeveloped, straight up. He's underdeveloped, so it doesn't matter what I say about Giannis, because to me, the Milwaukee Bucks have always been fool's gold. I called it before the playoffs started. I said, don't be surprised they get eliminated first or second round. If you don't believe me, go back and watch my playoff matchup previews. So far, it's been spot on. But, at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you this about Giannis, man. I would love to have him, and I'm sure 29 other teams besides the Bucks would love to have him as well. I mean, obviously, he's already on the Bucks, so they don't count. He said, Lakers have been looking pathetic after long breaks. This showed in the seeding games and against the Blazers, even if they won. Absolutely. Absolutely, but there's no excuses. They shouldn't put Laker fans through this, man. This is beyond pathetic. Like, this was beyond pathetic tonight. The worst part, there was no effort or energy. Like, we can't let PJ Tucker go over the back and just do what he wants. Like, that's not. He said, what happened to pick and roll? We didn't run anything, man. Anything in the paint. Like, everything we got in the paint was in transition. We didn't slow the ball down and pound it inside. Like, I don't know, man. All I know is that at the end of the day, look, the Lakers are going to win the series regardless of whatever stupid Rocket fans think or not. I mean, let them be happy for their night. This is as close to championship as they get, a win or two in the playoffs and in the second round. Let them have it. They've been here before. I don't know why they don't learn from the past. They're like Clipper fans. They've been there. They've lost, but they just don't get it. History continues to repeat itself. Oh, well, they're going to have to be taught another lesson another year. He said, damn, please wear the Lucky Laker jacket next game. We need it. Do you guys really think we're going to need it, man? I don't think we should panic, but if you guys want me to, then go ahead and drop it in the comment section. If I get like 30 of these Lucky Laker jacket comments, then I'll probably do it. I'll probably do it. But don't drop it in this comment section. Wait till the video's over and processes, and then drop it in the other comment section. That way I can count, because I never go back and look at these videos, man. He said, save it for the Clippers. He said, you're going to wear it for nothing. I feel you. Like, I feel we got this series. But like I said, I'm a man of the people, man. I'm the people's champ. So if people want it, if they feel more comfortable, then I'll do it. Personally, me, I prefer to save it. I mean, the Rockets are not a serious contender, man. They're really not. This game one means nothing. Especially if the Lakers just make the adjustments. They will. So we're good. He said, Dan, it's all good. We Laker fans are prideful. We will bounce back in game 2, Lakers in 5. Absolutely, bro. That's what I like to hear, Max. Those are real Laker fans, not the ones that don't believe in the Lakers, man. Y'all really, Laker fans that don't believe in the Lakers, I question if y'all really been here before LeBron got here. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Because the ones that have been here for a minute, y'all know exactly. We always bounce back, man. It ain't nothing. He said, we played no defense. We're going to smother them from here on out. Like I said, our defense gradually got worse as the game progressed, and that's a bad sign. But I'll take a couple more questions before I get off, guys. This was I appreciate you guys for being here for my rant. I needed a vent. This game was just dumb, like straight up. I don't know, man. I'd rather do a million things than have, witness what I witnessed tonight. He said, Dan, Rondo should not be getting more minutes than Caruso. Caruso is now one of our most important players. I feel you on that. That's on Frank Vogel. And that's why my main criticism was on him today. That's why my main criticism was on him today. But at the end of the day, look, man, we took our dub. Head up. I hate to see our players hanging their head. Like, stop it, man. You guys are better than that. Head up. We got to continue marching forward. We're soldiers. We're going to recoup from this. I wouldn't be shocked if we won the next 4 in a row or 4 out of our next 5. Either way, we got this, man. We just, again, we got to get off the early starts. We got to play smart and do what it do. That's all we got to do. That's all we got to do. He said, Davis better have 40 points next game on more and no more of his fadeaway BS. I agree, Isaac. He can't be fading away on these clowns. Like, let them feel your shoulders, man. Let them feel your limbs, all of them. Just like they be throwing their weight around and stuff, you got to make sure you hit them right back. Because we're bigger, man. We got the 2 biggest players in this series. We got LeBron James. Nobody's strong and as big and physical as him. And then we got AD. So we just got to do it, man. We need a post-up game. Absolutely. Absolutely. He said, this is no sweats. Yeah, again, I'm not tripping on the game. I hate the effort we put up for the most part. And again, playing stupid. That's all. That's all my rant was about. If you go back and watch it, you just join in the chat. Watch it again. My rant was just about how stupid we played and how effortless. Like we didn't show no effort, man. That was just whack. Marvelous. Appreciate all the donations, bro. He said, where's our test when you need a real one to put the fear in? Oh, yeah. Jamie and Westbrook. He said Jamie. I was confused. You mean James Harden? Yeah. James Harden and Westbrook running his mouth. That's a no. It's still Puro Lakers. F your team. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. We riding with that energy right there. So it's us against the world. It's all gravy. We coming back next game, guys. Rest assured, I am not worried at all. I'm more, like I said, just frustrated that we have these type of games where we just feel like, let's give away the game today. Let's just go out there and just, shoot jumpers. Like, stop it, man. Play smart. Be better. Coach, be better. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be better. That's all. I'm glad we have plenty of film to watch tomorrow. These guys should not get a day off of practice. Nothing. They need to watch film and they need to practice their sets properly, especially defensively. So that's it. And that's all it's going to be, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. That's going to wrap it up for me tonight. Don't forget to smash the like button on your way out. And I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Go Lakers. We got this. Lakers in 5 or 6. I stick by my prediction. All right, guys. Peace out.